Hey, what's up, founders? Steve Aiken here, and I'm going to talk to you today about my top 3 books for startups. Until I have my own book out next year, this is going to be the list, and I think you should check them out. If you run a startup, check these books out. The first is Scrum by my man Sutherland. It talks about how he came up with Scrum as an agile development process. If you are not an agile development shop, you don't have to use Scrum. But as a startup, if you're not agile, you are going to fail or burn through so much freaking money, it's irresponsible. I consult on this all the time. Almost every company I've ever worked with has this problem. More people need to read this book and implement it. And if you need some help, just call me. I'll help you out. But it talks about how, all the rituals of Scrum, your daily stand-ups, your retrospectives, your project plannings, your demo days, as I call them, where you demo what you've worked on, and just helps you iterate through work as fast as humanly possible. It talks about how he came up with the concept, where he got it from, how everything falls together, and how it benefits companies, and gives you loads of examples of things that were just done wrong because they used waterfall instead of Scrum, and things that were done right with Scrum. You have to read it. If you're a startup executive, you just have to read it. There's no way around it. You need that in your life. Next up, we have The Lean Startup by Eric Rice. This is a movement. It's more than a book. It's a movement at this point. If you're not following the Lean Startup methodologies, again, you're just doing it wrong as a startup. A lot of it came into practice from Scrum, but it talks about just doing your MVPs, your minimum viable product, the least amount of work you could possibly do, and get it in front of customers so you could see how they're using it, if they're using it, if they even care about it, so you could make adjustments as quick as possible to build things in a world where that's possible. Back in the day, we didn't have that option to do it. Now we can. You could release stuff all the time. Facebook releases code hundreds of times a day. Their motto is move fast and break things. That's based on the lean startup principles, right? Keep getting stuff out to customers, get your feedback in, and iterate as quickly as possible to make everybody happy. Last up is the Icarus Deception by my man Seth Godin again, former founder of Squidoo and prolific author. The Icarus Deception it's a wonderful, inspiring, motivational strategy book that talks about the story of Icarus. He got his wings, he flew too close to the sun, it melted the wax that was holding the wings on his body, whatever, and then he plummeted into the ocean and ended up drowning, right? So that's a story that's been told to us to remind ourselves not to fly too high, to keep it nice and steady and smooth, keep in the middle of the pack and go. And what a horrible, awful, terrible story to tell children. I knew this when I was in elementary school. I'm going to make damn sure that my kids never hear this crap. It's a lie. It's a nonsense. You could fly as high as you want. The sun is not going to melt your wings down, and you're not going to plummet down to the ocean below. You could fly as high as you want, and there's proof all over and all throughout history of people doing this. So it's if you think you're limited by anything, this book will help change that. If you think you got to be middle of the pack to make an impact, this book will definitely change that ridiculous belief. A lot of people, I hate flying high. I don't like being the center of attention. It's very, my personality is the INTJ from the Myers-Briggs stuff. I'm very introspective. I don't like being the public face of things, but I don't have to be. I can fly as high as I want. Nothing bad's going to happen, right? When I'm going to get some haters, some trolls, who cares? It's a great story. Everyone should check it out. I highly recommend you check all 3 of these books out. The link is going to be in the description for it. Check them out. Grab them on Amazon. They're easy things to do. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, any recommendations for topics I should cover, I want to hear from you. Let me know. Hit me back in the comments. Tweet me, Instagram me, Facebook me, Startup Black Belt for basically everything, or Steve Aiken for everything else. Also hit me up on startupblackbelt.com. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, I'll see you later, founders.